Good morning, students. Welcome to BSc 2 4th semester Zoology online class. Today I am going to discuss on the chromosome structure, types, and functions. So, in the nucleus, of each cell, the DNA molecule is packed into thread-like structures called chromosomes. Each chromosome is made up of DNA tightly coiled many times around proteins called histones that support its structure. So, chromosome is made up of DNA along with histones. Histones are proteins. So, histone bodies, spherical bodies are there around which the DNA is packed. Chromosomes were first described by Strasburger in 1815, and the term chromosome was first used by Waldeyer in 1888. They appear as rod-shaped dark stained bodies during the metaphase stage of mitosis, when cells are stained with a suitable basic dye and viewed under a light microscope. So these chromosomes are looking like rods, rod-like structures. They are seen during the metaphase stage of mitosis, not in interphase stage. Interphase stage, we cannot see the chromosomes. Chromosome condensation begins during cell division. Its condensation is highest degree during the metaphase stage of mitosis. So these are the chromosomes, rod-shaped chromosomes. Okay. So this is single chromosome, and this is multiplied, copied chromosome. During metaphase, it would be like this. Metaphase of mitosis. Metaphase of mitosis, chromosome has two sister chromatids. These two are called sister chromatids. One chromosome, so it replicates during cell division to become two sister chromatids containing one chromosome. This is also single chromosome, but it has two sister chromatids. Okay, so during anaphase stage, these two get separated by splitting the centromere. So with the help of centromere, these arms of sister chromatids are connected. Look here, this is one chromosome. During this is seen during interphase stage. Means not like this. Chromosome having only one chromatid. It has only one chromatid, centromere, and then chromatid has two arms. This is short arm and this one is long arm. Short arm is called as P arm, and long arm is known as Q arm. So this is central constriction is called as centromere. Okay. So in eukaryotes, the chromosomes are multiple, large, linear, and present in the nucleus of the cell. Each chromosome typically has one centromere and one or two arms that project from the centromere. Structurally, each chromosome is differentiated into three parts: pellicle, matrix, and chromonemata. Pellicle, outermost layer. Chromosome is externally covered by a thin layer called pellicle. It is the outer envelope around the substance of chromosome. So around this one, pellicle is there, thin pellicle. It is made up of non-chromatin material. It is very thin and formed of achromatic substances. Next, matrix. Matrix is the ground substance of the chromosome, which contains the chromonemata. It is also formed of non-genetic materials. Non-genetic materials. Next, chromonymata. Chromonymata embedded in the matrix of each chromosome are two identical spirally coiled threads, the chromonymata. The two chromonymata are also tightly coiled together that appear as single thread of about 800 angstrom thickness. Each chromonymata consists of about 8 microfibrils, each of which is formed of double helix of DNA. So the chromosome is made up of chromonymata. Chromonymata is thread-like DNA. In mitotic metaphase chromosomes, the following structural features, except chromomere, can be seen under the light microscope: chromatid, chromonema, chromomeres, centromere, secondary construction or nucleolar organizer, telomere, and satellite. Centromere. What is centromere? A small structure in the chromonema marked by constriction which is recognized as permanent structure in the chromosome is termed as the centromere. So this one is centromere. Can you see here? This is permanent structure, constricted part of the chromosome to which the arms of the chromatids are connected. At this point, the two chromonymata are joined together. It is known as centromere or kinetochore or primary constriction. It divides the chromosome into two sections or arms. The short arm of the chromosome is labeled the P arm. The long arm of the chromosome is labeled the Q arm. Its position is constant for a given type of chromosome. Centromere position in the chromosome is fixed. It is constant for a given type of chromosome and forms a feature of identification. So depending upon the position of the centromere, there are 4 different types of chromosomes. The chromosomes are attached to spindle fibers at this region during cell division. During cell division, chromosomes have to be moved towards opposite poles. That is done by the attachment of the chromosomes with spindle fibers at this region. Secondary constriction or nucleolar organizer. The chromosome, besides having the primary constriction or the centromere, possesses secondary constriction at any point of the chromosome. Apart from primary constriction, some chromosomes may have another constriction any part of the chromosome. Secondary constriction. This is called secondary constriction. At any point of the chromosome, secondary constriction is present. Constant in their position. Look here. This is secondary constriction. Can you see here? This is primary constriction called centromere, and this one is secondary constriction. Can you see this? This secondary constriction is not present in all the chromosomes. Only few chromosomes contain secondary constriction. Then the part of the chromosome away from the secondary constriction is called satellite part. Therefore, such chromosomes are called as SAD chromosomes or satellite chromosomes. So constant in their position and extent, these constrictions are useful in identifying particular chromosomes in a set. The chromosome region distal to the secondary constriction, that is, the region between the secondary constriction and the nearest telomere, is known as satellite. So therefore, chromosomes having secondary constrictions are called satellite chromosomes or SAD chromosomes. Nucleolus is always associated with the secondary constriction of SAD chromosomes. Nucleolus. So nucleolus is present inside the nucleus. To this nucleolus, these SAD chromosomes are attached. Therefore, secondary constrictions are also called nucleolus organizer region NOR and sad chromosomes are often referred to as nucleolus organizer chromosomes. Okay, so this is about sad chromosome. Okay, this is first primary construction and this one is secondary construction. Primary construction is called centromere. Centromere position is fixed, so it is present in all chromosomes. Centromere is present in all chromosomes, but secondary construction is not present in all chromosomes. Only few chromosomes may contain secondary construction, and that too these are attached to nucleolus. Therefore, that is called nucleolar organizer region. Telomeres. These are specialized ends of chromosomes which exhibits physiological differentiation and polarity. So telomere here at the end. So this part, end part. So end part of the chromosome is called telomere. Each extremity of the chromosome, due to its polarity, prevents other chromosomal segments to be fused with it. So this chromosome with the telomeres won't mix with the other chromosomes. If telomere is removed, the chromosome can attach with other chromosome. So telomere is necessary. The chromosomal ends are known as telomeres. If a chromosome breaks, the broken ends can fuse with each other due to lack of telomere. So for the prevention of fusion of different chromosomes, there should be telomere. Then types of chromosomes. So mainly there are two types of chromosomes, autosomes and sex chromosomes. Human chromosomes are of two types, autosomes and sex chromosomes. Genetic traits that are linked to the sex of the person are passed on through sex chromosomes. So sex chromosomes responsible for determination of sex. They carry genes that are responsible for the identification of sex determination. Therefore, they are called sex chromosomes. The rest of the genetic information is present in the autosomes. So body trait expressing genes are present on autosomes. So in human beings, humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes in their cells, of which 22 pairs are autosomes. 22 pairs means 44. They are autosomes, and one pair of sex chromosome. Only one pair is sex chromosome, making a total of 46 chromosomes in each cell. So that's about two types of chromosomes, autosomes and sex chromosomes, depending upon what type of genes they carry. If they carry sex determining genes, they are called sex chromosomes. If they carry body character identifying genes, they are known as autosomes. Next, depending upon the position of, number of centromeres on chromosome, there are of different types of chromosomes. Monocentric with only one centromere, dicentric with two centromeres, polycentric with more than two centromeres, acentric without centromere. Such chromosomes represent freshly broken segments of chromosomes which do not survive for long. Acentric chromosomes do not survive for long because they are broken parts of the chromosome. Then diffused or non-located with indistinct centromere diffuse, with indistinct centromere diffuse type. Next, on the basis of location of centromere, there are four types: telocentric or rod-shaped chromosomes with centromere occupying the terminal position so that the chromosome has just one arm. Look here, this one. So telomere is present at the end, at the one end of the chromosome, telocentric, rod shaped. In acrocentric are also rod shaped structures, chromosomes with centromere occupying a subterminal position. One arm is very long and the other is very short. Acrocentric. Two arms are there. One arm is short, another is long. So such chromosomes are called acrocentric. Acron means tip. The centromere is moving towards one tip of the chromosome. So these are two chromatids. Sister chromatids. These two are sister chromatids. Next, submetacentric chromosomes. These are with centromere slightly away from the midpoint so that the two arms are unequal. This is submetacentric. Not the centromere is not exactly at the center, just slightly away from the center. Okay, so this is called submetacentric. The last one is metacentric or V-shaped chromosomes, in which centromere lies in the middle of the chromosome so that the two arms are almost equal. So here almost these two arms are equal. Metacentric. So thus based on the position of centromere, there are four types of chromosomes. Next, function and significance of chromosomes. The number of chromosomes is constant for a particular species. Therefore, these are of great importance in the determination of the phylogeny and taxonomy of the species. Phylogeny, evolutionary relationship. To understand evolutionary relationship, the number of chromosomes with particular species is important here. Genetic code storage. Chromosome contains the genetic material that is required by the organism to develop and grow. DNA molecules are made up of chains of units called genes. Genes are those sections of the DNA which code for specific proteins required by the cell for its proper functioning. So genes are necessary for the synthesis of particular protein, and these genes are present in the chromosome. Sex determination. Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, out of which one pair is a sex chromosome. Females have 2 X chromosomes and males have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. The sex of the child is determined by the chromosome passed down by the male. If X chromosome is passed out of XY chromosome, the child will be a female, and if X chromosome is passed out of XY chromosome, the child will be a female, and if Y chromosome is passed, a male child develops. So human beings, in case of human beings, males produce two types of gametes, X carrying and Y carrying sperms. Females have only one type of gametes. All eggs are having only one sex chromosome, that is X. If Y carrying sperm fuses with X carrying egg, the resulted child sex would be male. If X carrying sperm fuses with X carrying egg, the resulted sex would be female. So here in human beings, sex of the child is determined by the type of sperm fuses with the egg, not the type of egg. So male plays important role in fixing the sex of the child. Then control of cell division. Chromosomes check successful division of cells during the process of mitosis. The chromosomes of the parent cells ensure that the correct information is passed on to the daughter cells required by the cell to grow and develop correctly. So during cell division, these chromosomes multiply and they are distributed to daughter cells. Formation of proteins and storage. The chromosomes direct the sequences of proteins formed in our body and also maintain the order of DNA. The proteins are also stored in the coil structure of the chromosomes. These proteins bound to the DNA help in proper packaging of the DNA. Proteins are also present in the chromosome. They are called histones. These histone bodies are necessary for packaging the DNA. So that's about the chromosomes. So I will give you the assignments on this topic. Number 1, draw a label diagram of metaphasic chromosome. Metaphasic chromosome diagram you have to draw and label it. Write the types of chromosomes distinguished on the basis of centromere position. So there are 4 types of chromosomes based on the position of centromere. So that you have to write. Thank you.